Funniest cruise moments of all time. Every single year, 37 million people board cruise ships thinking they're in for a relaxing vacation. What they don't realize is that they're about to witness some of the most absurd, hilarious, and downright unbelievable moments in human history. In fact, a recent study found that 92% of cruise passengers witness at least one moment so ridiculous they can't believe it actually happened. And here's the kicker. Number 3 on our list is something that's technically legal, but once you hear what happened, you'll understand why cruise lines are desperately trying to ban it. Before we sail into these wild stories, if you enjoy tales of chaos on the high seas, hit that subscribe button. It really does help more people discover these incredible stories. Number 10. The Margarita Sauna Disaster. Picture a wellness cruise in 2024. Passengers paying thousands of dollars for digital detox and relaxation. One woman decides to sneak her frozen margarita into the ship's sauna. What could possibly go wrong? Within seconds of sitting down, the heat causes her plastic cup to warp. The entire contents, sticky coconut-scented margarita mix, explodes across the wooden benches. The sauna transforms into what witnesses described as a tropical-scented slip and slide. But here's where it gets worse. The sugar in the drink essentially caramelized on the hot surfaces. 3 crew members spent 4 hours scraping crystallized margarita off every surface, while the entire spa deck smelled like a beach bar gone wrong. The woman tried to blame it on the cup quality. The cruise line banned all beverages from the spa area the very next day. But wait until you hear what happened when someone tried to bring their entire family to dinner, and by family I don't mean humans. Number 9. The Teddy Bear Family Vacation. This one's been happening for years, but it reached new heights in 2025. A couple boards a Royal Caribbean ship with 12 teddy bears, not stuffed in luggage. Each bear had its own tiny deck chair, complete with miniature sunglasses and beach towels. At dinner, they requested a table for 14. The confused waiter watched as they carefully positioned each bear in its own chair, complete with tiny napkins tucked into their fur. Other passengers initially thought it was cute, until the couple started ordering food for each bear. The bears attended every show, occupied pool loungers, and even had professional photos taken at the captain's dinner. By day 3, other passengers started bringing their own stuffed animals to dinner as a joke. The main dining room looked like a daycare center had exploded, but this wholesome weirdness is nothing compared to what happens when cruise ship comedy goes horribly wrong. Number 8. Captain Chuckles' comedy catastrophe. Every cruise ship captain has to make announcements. Most stick to weather updates and port information, not Captain Richardson of the Paradise Dream. He fancied himself a comedian. "Good morning, folks," his voice boomed over the intercom at 6 a.m. "Why did the cruise ship break up with the submarine? Because it needed more space." The groans were audible from every deck, but he didn't stop there. Every single announcement included a terrible joke. "Our ship has its own zip code, folks. That's how you know we're a big deal." Number 7. Genie's Beer Ocean Blunder. This story has been retold so many times it's become cruise ship legend. A group of college guys on spring break finds an old lamp in a Nassau market. One of them rubs it as a joke, pretending a genie appears.
"I wish the ocean was made of beer."
Dude, if the ocean was beer, where would we pee? In the boat, obviously. The entire pool deck erupts in laughter as they realize the logical conclusion of their hypothetical wish. The story spreads across the ship.
By dinner, crew members are referring to the ocean as the Beer Sea, and passengers are making jokes about sailing the amber waves. It becomes such a phenomenon that the cruise line's bar sales actually increased by 30% that week, with passengers ordering ocean water instead of beer. But fictional genies are nothing compared to real-life fashion disasters at sea. If you're still watching, type ocean water in the comments. This is our secret phrase for true cruise story enthusiasts. Number 6. Sailor Moon's Cruise Catwalk, Holland America Line, 2025. A passenger boards wearing full Sailor Moon cosplay. Not for a costume party, not for a theme night, every single day. Complete with the blonde pigtails, mini skirt, and knee-high boots. This 60-year-old woman strutted around the ship like she owned it. At first, passengers whispered and stared. By day 3, she had a following. Kids wanted photos. Teenagers taught her TikTok dances. Even the captain requested a picture. She attended formal night in a ball gown version of the costume that she'd apparently commissioned specifically for cruising. The cruise photographer later said it was the most requested passenger for photos in the ship's history. She started a trend. The next sailing had 4 different anime characters and one very confused Batman. But cosplay is tame compared to what happens when physics meets cruise ship corridors. Number 5. The door-busting big guy. This classic story gets better with each retelling. Picture a cruise ship in rough seas. A particularly large passenger, we're talking 6'5" and 300 pounds, is stumbling back to his cabin after midnight buffet. The ship lurches. He loses his balance and crashes full speed into what he thinks is his cabin door. Plot twist. It's not his cabin. The door explodes inward like it's made of cardboard. He lands spread eagle on the bed of a very shocked elderly couple. The couple, instead of screaming, asked if he was okay and offered him cookies from their balcony snack stash. He helped them barricade the broken door with furniture and became friends with them for the rest of the cruise. They still send Christmas cards. The cruise line upgraded everyone involved to suites and reinforced all the doors on that deck. But wait until you hear what happens when social media meets cruise ship chaos. Number 4. The TikTok Treadmill Tumble Redux 2024 marked the year cruise ship gyms became TikTok gold mines. One passenger decides to film herself running on the treadmill for her fitness account. She props her phone against the water bottle holder, hits record, and starts jogging. The ship hits a wave. She stumbles but keeps going, determined to get her content. Another wave. This time she goes down hard, but the treadmill keeps going. She's essentially crowd surfing on a moving belt while her phone captures every second. Number 3. The Nude Cruise Balcony Parade, August 2025, Tampa Port. A regular cruise ship is loading passengers when something catches everyone's attention on the ship docked next to them. Every single balcony, all 47 visible from their side, has a nude elderly couple standing proudly. For 30 solid minutes they stand there like statues, watching the other ship load. No shame, no covering up, just 47 couples in their birthday suits, creating what witnesses described as a wrinkled wall of flesh. Here's the kicker. It's completely legal. International waters, private balconies, no laws broken. But the psychological damage to the loading passengers was real. Children were crying, adults were either horrified or trying not to laugh. One passenger shouted, "My eyes," dramatically enough that it echoed across the port. Number 2, Buffett Dave's Legendary Haul. The legend of Buffett Dave has been passed down through cruise forums since the early 2000s, but 2025 gave us video evidence. Dave, a man who clearly viewed the buffet as a personal challenge, was caught on security footage attempting the impossible. First, he constructs a plate tower of crab legs that reaches above his head. Engineers later calculated it contained approximately 12 pounds of shellfish. But Dave's not done. He balances a full roast chicken on top like a protein crown. The walk back to his table becomes an Olympic event. Passengers clear a path. Crew members watch in awe. One wrong move and 12 pounds of seafood becomes floor decoration. He makes it. The dining room erupts in applause. But nothing, absolutely nothing, prepares you for the number 1 funniest cruise moment of all time. Number 1. The Great Chicken Tender Battle of 2025, August 2025, a Carnival cruise ship. What starts as a simple disagreement over the last batch of chicken tenders escalates into the most absurd food fight in maritime history. 2 families, 10 people total, 1 plate of golden brown chicken tenders. Security footage shows the initial argument lasting 30 seconds before someone throws the first tender. Not eat it, throws it.
Within minutes, the entire dining room erupts. Phones fly. Shoes sail through the air. Someone weaponizes a full plate of mashed potatoes. A bystander, filming the whole thing, can be heard screaming, "Where is security?" between fits of laughter.
But here's the insane part. While everyone's fighting, a third family quietly takes the disputed chicken tenders and walks away eating them. The fight continues for 5 more minutes before anyone notices the tenders are gone.